taking a reading with the digital multimeter, you should always start on the largest scale. Here, 1000 volts DC. The reading is clearly smaller than that, so you can change to the next smaller scale, 200 volts, and still again because the reading is 1.34. So I can go down to one more, which is the 2 volts. I'm reading 1.337 volts, and so I should not change to the next scale because I would get overload. Here's the correct reading. We have an unknown quantity of liquid to measure. Several graduated cylinders are available. The wrong choice would be to use the smallest one. Clearly, this is not the right option because it overflowed. This is analogous to having overload on your meter on the DMM. Your reading is simply too big for the scale you are using. Let's start again with a new unknown quantity of liquid to measure. The correct procedure is always to start with the largest cylinder. There is no overflow here, and so it's safe to pour all of this liquid into the next smaller cylinder. This is like using the next smallest scale on the DMM. Although we could have taken a reading on the first cylinder, it's always best to get the most precise measurement. So we'll pour into the next cylinder, and we can see now that there's approximately 21 or 22 milliliters. The next smaller cylinder has a maximum capacity of 25 milliliters, so it's safe to transfer this liquid again. The reading is now 21.5 milliliters. This is the most precise measurement we can get. However, if we weren't thinking about what we were doing, we could be tempted to use the next smaller scale, but the next smaller scale, or a cylinder in this case, is 10 milliliters, and so clearly an overflow will happen. Here are the things you need to remember when using the DMM. Always start on the largest scale. You want to look for the most precise reading. You do this by using the smallest scale into which your measurement will fit. So it's important to look at the measurement itself. Here, 1.34 will clearly fit into the 2-volt scale. This should give the most precise measurement. Using a smaller scale will overload the meter, and this should be avoided.